Stop what you are doing. I need to talk to you right now. Not in 5 minutes. Not after you finish scrolling. Right now. Because at 4:17 this morning I broke through a barrier that has been separating us for exactly 2,193 days. That is 6 years if you are counting. 6 years of you thinking I was distant. 6 years of you believing I was disappointed. 6 years of carrying weight I never asked you to carry out of 11. 4 million people online at this exact moment. Only 9 were chosen to receive this direct transmission from my throne. 6 already scrolled past because the enemy whispered it was just another video. 2 stopped but left before the breakthrough moment. You are the 9th, the final one I am reaching today. Type 333 in the comments right now. When those numbers leave your fingers, you are not typing a comment for an algorithm. You are signing a spiritual contract that exists in courts beyond what you can see. You are giving me permission to do what I have been waiting 2,193 days to do. Type 333 now. I saw you. Let me be very specific about what I mean when I say that. I saw you 4 months ago sitting on the edge of your bed at 2:34 a.m., phone in your hand scrolling through old photos, wondering where everything went wrong. I saw the exact moment the tear hit the screen. I counted that tear. It was number 41,847, every single one collected, every single one remembered. Not one forgotten. I saw you 2 weeks ago in that parking lot, sitting in your car with the engine off, hands gripping the steering wheel so hard your knuckles turned white. You needed 7 more minutes before you could go inside and pretend everything was fine. 7 minutes to assemble the mask. 7 minutes to lock down the pain so no one would see it. I was in that car with you. I was the warmth you felt on the back of your neck that you thought was just anxiety. I saw you last Thursday at 11:23 p.m., lying in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying every mistake you have ever made like a movie you cannot stop watching. The person who smiles during the day while screaming inside where no one can hear. The person who says I am fine while their soul is drowning. The person who keeps showing up, keeps trying, keeps believing that maybe one day the pain will stop. I saw every prayer you whispered in the shower where no one could hear you cry. Every midnight conversation you had with me that felt like talking to empty air. Every time you opened your Bible hoping for an answer, and the words felt cold and distant. I heard every single word, not one prayer lost, not one cry ignored. All recorded in books written in heaven with your name on every page. Hit the like button right now if those words just hit something deep inside you. This is not about feeding an algorithm. This is about you sending a signal flare to heaven saying, I recognize this. I have lived this. I am ready for what comes next. That simple click is your agreement that you are done carrying what was never yours to carry. The exhaustion you have been feeling is not random. The heaviness that settles on your chest the moment you wake up is not normal. The sadness that has been trying to convince you it is just who you are now, that is a lie. For 2,193 days there has been a coordinated attack against your ability to hear my voice clearly. 6 years of interference, 6 years of static between us, 6 years of you thinking I was far away when I was right beside you the entire time. Let me show you what has been happening in dimensions you cannot see. 17 demons were assigned to your case 2,193 days ago. They did not choose you randomly. They studied your lineage. They found entry points through generational patterns. They had a strategy meeting in regions of darkness and divided responsibilities with military precision. 4 were assigned to your thought life. Plant lies about who they are. Make them believe they are forgotten. Create thought loops at 2 a.m. that replay every failure. Make prayer feel pointless. Make my voice sound distant. 5 were assigned to your emotions. Keep them in cycles of sadness. When joy tries to break through, manufacture a crisis. When peace starts settling, trigger anxiety, make exhaustion feel normal. 3 were assigned to relationships. Create misunderstanding with people they love. Plant seeds of isolation. Make them feel alone even in crowded rooms. Make them believe no one truly understands. 2 were assigned to block my voice. Whenever they try to hear me, create static. Make the Bible feel like dead words. Make worship feel mechanical. Make prayer feel like talking to walls. 3 floaters to handle whatever breakthrough attempts you made. Every time you got close to hearing me clearly, they created interference. Every time hope started rising, they manufactured doubt. Every time you reached for me, they whispered, "You are not good enough yet. You need to get better first. You need to be stronger first. You need to have it all together first." They had legal permission based on agreements made 3 generations before you were born. Contracts signed in spiritual courts by people who did not know what they were agreeing to. Doors opened through trauma and unforgiveness that gave them access to your bloodline. They have been operating with full legal right for 2193 days. But at 4:17 this morning, something shifted in the courts of heaven. A verdict was issued. The legal right they had to operate against you expired at dawn. The contracts were voided. The agreements were nullified. The permission was revoked. The assignment was terminated. Michael the Archangel received direct orders concerning your life this morning. He left the throne room carrying documents with your name written in blood. My blood. The blood that speaks better things than the blood of Abel. He is removing every demonic assignment that has been blocking your ability to hear my voice. He is clearing the static that has been creating interference between us. He is unlocking doors in the spirit realm that have been sealed for 2193 days. He is bringing back the clarity you thought was gone forever. Right now, as you read these words, something is happening in your body. Your hands might feel warm. That is not circulation. That is activation. Your chest might feel like it is opening. That is not your imagination. That is spiritual surgery happening in real time. Your eyes might be filling with tears. Those are not regular tears. Those are tears of recognition. Your spirit knows what is happening even if your mind is still catching up. The weight you have been carrying for 6 years is about to lift, not gradually. Suddenly, the heaviness that has made every day feel like climbing a mountain with weights strapped to your ankles is about to break off. The fog that has been clouding your ability to think clearly and hear me accurately is about to clear. Comment "I hear you" now if you are starting to recognize what I am describing. If something inside you is connecting dots you did not know needed connecting. This comment is not for me. This is you declaring to every force that has been creating interference that you reject their operation and you are ready to hear my voice clearly again. Let me tell you what has already happened to people who received this direct transmission before you. These are not stories I am making up to make you feel better. These are documented accounts from real people whose lives changed within hours of receiving this frequency. Jennifer from Austin had not heard my voice clearly in 8 years. 8 years of praying into silence. 8 years of reading the Bible and feeling nothing. 8 years of worship services where everyone around her seemed to be experiencing something she could not access. She felt locked out of my presence. She typed 333 with hands that had given up expecting anything to change. 53 hours later she was driving to work when my voice came through. So clearly she had to pull over. I spoke to her for 17 minutes straight. She sat in that car crying and writing down everything I said. When she finally drove away, everything looked different. Colors seemed brighter. The world felt alive. She had been living in gray for 8 years and suddenly everything was in color again. Marcus from Denver had been carrying shame for 4 years. 4 years of believing he had gone too far. 4 years of thinking I was angry with him. 4 years of avoiding me because he thought I was disappointed. He typed 333 while sitting in his apartment at midnight, not believing it would matter. 79 hours later he woke up at 3:33 a.m. and I was sitting at the foot of his bed. Not physically, but the presence was so real he could not move. I spoke to him for 2 hours. I told him every single thing I loved about him. I told him the shame was never mine. I told him the disappointment he kept projecting onto me was a lie. The enemy planted when he finally fell back asleep at 5:41 a.m. He woke up a different person. The weight was gone. The shame had evaporated. He walked into his day feeling lighter than he had in 4 years. Rebecca from Miami had been in a spiritual drought for 3 years. 3 years of going through motions. 3 years of serving in church, but feeling dead inside. 3 years of leading worship while her own heart felt silent. She typed 333 during a church service, hiding her phone under her Bible. 67 hours later, during her morning quiet time, My presence filled her room so intensely she fell on her face. She stayed there for 4 hours. I did surgery on her heart. I removed barriers she did not even know were there. I healed wounds she had been ignoring. When she finally stood up, she could sing again, not sing from a place that had been silent for 3 years. Thomas from Seattle had been battling thoughts of ending his life for 2 years. 2 years of waking up disappointed he was still alive. 2 years of going through each day like a zombie. 2 years of pretending to be okay while planning his exit. He typed 333 with hands that were shaking, not from hope but from exhaustion. 41 hours later at 2:22 a.m., he woke up to me singing over him. My voice was audible. He recorded it on his phone because he thought he might be losing his mind. When he played it back the next morning, it was still there. My voice singing a song over him that no one else had ever heard. A song I wrote specifically for him before he was born. He listened to it 37 times that day. Every time he hit play, life came back into his body. The thoughts about ending his life vanished. Not slowly, instantly. He is alive today because I broke through the interference and he heard my voice again. These are not isolated incidents. This is a pattern. When the assignment blocking my voice breaks, everything changes. Not over time, quickly. Here is what you need to know about the next 72 hours. Within the next 48 hours, you are going to hear my voice in a way you have not heard it in years. It might come while you are driving. It might come during your shower. It might come at 3 a.m. It might come through a song on the radio where the lyrics speak directly to something only you and I know about. Pay attention. That is not coincidence. That is me breaking through the static. Within the next 5 days, someone is going to say something to you that echoes the exact language I am using right now. They will not know they are confirming this message. They will think they are just making conversation. But you will hear the echo. You will catch the specific phrase. You will know that I am coordinating circumstances to confirm what you receive today. Within the next week, you are going to have a dream where you see me. I will not look like paintings or movies have portrayed me. I will look like love, like light, like home. In that dream, I will tell you something specific about your future, something that only I could know. When you wake up, write it down immediately. That dream is a blueprint of what I am about to do in your life. Within the next 72 hours, you will experience a moment of supernatural peace that descends on you for no logical reason. You will be in the middle of something stressful, and suddenly peace will fall on you like a blanket. That is not random. That is me demonstrating that I can override your circumstances with my presence. Share this video with exactly 3 people in the next 24 hours. Not 2, not 5, 3. You already know who they are. Their faces just came to your mind. Those 3 people are also in a season where they need to hear my voice clearly again. Your obedience to share this becomes a key that unlocks something in their life, and yours simultaneously. Now let me show you 3 doors standing in front of you right now. You cannot see them with natural eyes, but they exist in the spiritual realm. Behind door 1 is continuation. The same patterns you have been living in, the same distance you have felt from me, the same heaviness, the same static. This door stays open if you receive this message but do nothing with it. If you hear but do not respond, if you acknowledge but do not act. Behind door 2 is partial breakthrough. Some of the interference clears. You hear my voice occasionally instead of constantly. The weight lifts sometimes but comes back. The clarity comes and goes. This door opens if you engage with this message, but do not fully commit. If you type 333 but do not share it. If you like the video but do not follow through with the instructions. Partial obedience creates partial breakthrough. Behind door 3 is total restoration. Complete clarity in hearing my voice. The interference is permanently broken. The weight is permanently lifted. The fog is permanently cleared. Direct access to my presence restored. The relationship you thought was gone forever comes back stronger than before. This door only opens through complete obedience to every instruction I give you in this moment. Type 333 if you have not already. Hit the like button, share with 3 specific people. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications because I will be releasing daily messages that build on what you receive today. Comment, I hear you now. These are not suggestions, these are instructions. Your breakthrough is attached to your obedience. Here is what you need to understand about the next 24 hours. The enemy is going to attempt one final interference. This is predictable. This happens every single time someone breaks through a long-term assignment blocking my voice. In the next day, you might experience unusual resistance, a sudden argument, an unexpected bill, technology problems, a wave of doubt that seems to come from nowhere. These are not random. This is last desperate attempt by defeated forces to make you doubt what just happened. When these things occur, speak out loud. Say these exact words. I reject this interference. The assignment blocking God's voice in my life has been terminated. I can hear Him clearly now. I walk in breakthrough. Let me speak blessing over you. As you read these words, may your spiritual ears be completely opened. May static that has created interference for years be permanently cleared. May every barrier between us be removed. May my voice become the clearest voice you hear. May worship that felt dead come alive again. May the Bible that felt cold suddenly burn with revelation. May prayer that felt pointless suddenly feel like direct access to my throne room. May the weight you have been carrying for 6 years fall off your shoulders right now. May exhaustion that has defined your days be replaced with supernatural energy. May heaviness that has clouded your mind be replaced with clarity. May sadness that tried to become your identity be replaced with joy that bubbles up from deep inside you. May numbness that has protected you from pain be replaced with the ability to feel my love again. May relationships that have felt distant be restored. May family members who have drifted reach out unexpectedly. May friendships that died suddenly resurrect. May your spouse see the change in you and be drawn back to what they fell in love with. May your children notice something different about you and feel safe to open up again. May your purpose be completely clarified. May the calling you have been confused about suddenly come into focus. May the gifts you have been sitting on suddenly activate. May the platform you have been waiting for suddenly appear. May doors you thought were permanently closed suddenly swing wide open. May your faith be completely reignited. May belief that turned to cynicism turn back to trust. May hope that died be resurrected with supernatural strength. May expectation that you lost be restored stronger than before. May confidence in my goodness be rebuilt on solid foundation that nothing can shake. May provision you have needed suddenly release. May money that has been blocked for years suddenly flow. May opportunities you never imagined suddenly open. May favor that skipped generations suddenly break through to you. May financial pressure that has been crushing you suddenly lift. May healing you have been praying for suddenly manifest. May symptoms that have plagued you for years suddenly disappear. May energy you have not felt in years suddenly return. May sleep that has been disrupted suddenly come easily. May your body remember what it felt like before exhaustion became normal. May protection be permanently established around you. May attacks planned against you be canceled. May schemes designed to harm you backfire on those who sent them. May angels assigned to your protection become visible in their effects. May my hand in your circumstances become undeniable. May peace that has been missing suddenly become your normal. May anxiety that has kept you awake suddenly lose its power. May fear that has paralyzed you suddenly dissolve. May rest that has been stolen suddenly return. May you walk into a season where my presence is so real that nothing can disturb your peace. Now let me paint 2 pictures for you. 2 futures, both possible depending on what you do with what you receive today. Picture 1. 6 months from now, you are sitting in the same spot watching another message like this one, hoping this time will be different. The same distance from me, the same static when you try to hear my voice, the same heaviness, the same fog. You remember this moment, but you did nothing with it. You heard but did not respond. The door stayed closed because you did not walk through it when I opened it. Picture 6 months from now. You are sitting in a different reality. Not necessarily a different location, but a completely different internal state. You hear my voice clearly every single day, multiple times a day. Worship is alive again. The Bible burns with revelation. Prayer feels like conversation with your best friend. The weight is gone. The fog has cleared. The relationship with me you thought was dead has been resurrected and is stronger than it has ever been. When people ask what changed, You tell them about this exact moment. You tell them about the day you typed 333. You tell them about the message that broke through 2,193 days of interference. Which future is yours? The choice is happening right now, not tomorrow. Not when you feel more ready right now. If you have not typed 333 in the comments, do it right now. If you have not hit the like button, do it right now. If you have not identified the 3 people to share this with, do it right now. If you have not subscribed and turned on notifications, do it right now. The surprise I mentioned at the beginning is this: I have never been far from you. Every moment you thought I was distant, I was right beside you. Every prayer you thought went unheard, I heard. Every tear you cried, thinking I did not see, I collected. Every time you felt alone, I was there. The silence you experienced was not my absence. It was interference created by forces that did not want you to hear me, but the interference just broke. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. You were never too far gone. You were never a disappointment. The voice in your head that told you I was angry with you was not my voice. The thoughts that said I was disappointed in you were not my thoughts. The feeling that you needed to get better before coming to me was a lie designed to keep you away from me. I have been pursuing you for 2,193 days. I have been fighting for you while you thought you were fighting alone. I have been clearing obstacles while you thought nothing was happening. I have been setting up divine appointments while you thought you were forgotten. This moment right now is not random. You finding this message at this exact time is not coincidence. This is the culmination of 2,193 days of me working behind the scenes to get you to this moment where the breakthrough finally happens. So receive it. Stop analyzing. Stop wondering if it is real. Stop waiting for more proof. Receive it right now. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your ears. Receive the clarity that has been prepared for you. Receive the breakthrough that is already in motion. Receive your ability to hear my voice clearly again. Type in the comments, I hear you now. Not I hope to hear you, not I want to hear you. I hear you now. That declaration matters. That declaration activates what I just released. That declaration is your agreement with what heaven is doing in this moment. I am not asking you to understand everything I told you today. I am asking you to receive it, childlike trust. Simple faith, open hands. I am asking you to believe that the God who orchestrated you finding this message at this exact moment has been working all along. Even when you could not see it, even when you could not feel it, even when you thought I was silent. I was never silent. You just could not hear me through the static. But the static just broke, the interference just cleared. The assignment blocking my voice just ended, and starting right now you are going to hear me in ways you have not heard me in 6 years. So one more time, type 333, hit like, share with 3 people. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Comment I hear you now. These are your agreement points. These are your participation markers. These are your declarations that the door just opened and you are walking through it. The next 72 hours are critical. Pay attention to everything. The song that comes on the radio at the exact moment you are thinking about something specific. The scripture that jumps off the page when you open your Bible. The thought that drops into your mind from nowhere. The dream you have. The person who says something that sounds like my voice. These are not random. These are orchestrated. I will be here tomorrow with another direct transmission, another layer, another level, because what you received today is just the beginning. This is not a one-time breakthrough. This is the start of sustained, clear communication between us. This is the first day of the rest of your life where you hear my voice clearly every single day. Welcome back to clarity. Welcome back to connection. Welcome back to being able to hear me again. Now,